Hello and welcome. It is 5:14 p.m. Eastern, dated January the 17th, 2021. My name is Derek, and this is the Money Charts channel. All bets, trades, and the like within each his own risk and their own reward. Let's continue to follow within the Fibonacci amongst the Bitcoin and the US dollars. I got three lines drawn on the screen from within this high and this low. So on the way up, 23.6. 38.2 and then 61.8%. For the selling to be a real move, it needs to hold and stay below the upper line at 37K. And it has done that with the one heck of a large failed breakout. Oftentimes from failed moves can be fast moves in the opposite direction or concise moves. So far, not really. But that doesn't mean that hasn't happened as of yet. It's still in the level of battle. We can look at it from key low, key high, and even right now, we got key low. Amongst such, we can see all these higher highs and higher lows. And we made this low, then we made this low. This low's lower here. And then we had made all these lower highs. Yeah, higher high to here, but lower high here to here. This is lower. Right now, this is still lower than this high. So it's still in that trend. But until it breaks down below this line, then it hasn't got anything for me to be confident on a bearish level. Within these two lines is more of a neutral type situation as it is anyway. So until it can really do anything about it, it's just going to be stuck in this sideways range. But it does manage to come down to this key Fibonacci, piercing extra, yada yada. It was luck, and now it's attempting to. It hasn't hit this line, or definitely not pierced higher than such, but becoming very close to reaching this point on the Bitcoin analysis. And this is again for short-term analysis and long term, still within the correctionary phase of this move. The 18 average technically is still rising. Definitely the rate of ascent of it is increasing. And until it can, and as long as it can hold above this 32,000 level, as long as it stays above it, the 18 average at worst will just go sideways. And getting above this high at noticeably above 41,000, then we'd be looking at probably going between 50 to 60 within the next leg higher. Now let's take a look at some of the altcoins, and Hadara just continues to have an amazing look set up. So I'm not going to get fooled. I mean, I missed out on DOT. I'm going to show that at the end. I mean, the volume is nice. I like the way the setup is looking. How this is playing within the 18 is a phenomenal setup. Nice little pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Had this nice little price spike at the end of the 15th day, or that would be that of Friday night. Then again on Saturday night, it did the same thing again. And this pulled back, and then rose, and it's pulled back again. And now it's showing strength amongst the 18 average of highs as it is on the 4. This is just looking like it's screaming like it wants to have a fantastically large breakout. Hourly term time frame, you can see this established support and established resistance, how strong I'm like in the last few periods amongst the hourly. This thing looks very, very bullish to me. We'll see if it breaks out. Price action is only price pays, and whatever happens, happens. But I do like the probabilities moving forward. Let's move on to Tezos. And I have an alert ready to go here, very close to where we are right now. It's at 847. That would be the area where I could start selling Theta, or Tezos rather. And I'd be buying Theta for my next trade. And then after that, it'd be Bitcoin Cash. And I don't know what's after that. I just know what my next two inline trades against Tezos are right now. And I really do want to buy Theta. So go, Tezos, go. And I really want Tezos to go up large. It's way back when, I was like, please go down big time. Now it's at the big time on wanting to go up. And most times I don't really care what my coins do. It's like, do what you do. I mean, please be volatile, of course. But meaning up or down, I'm just as good either way. But when the market was way up in here, these high levels, and I'm like, I don't got many Teslas left. I'm like running low on them. And the easiest way to get them, of course, is lower prices to buy them back. Well, I've been buying them back. I'm at the point where at Theta, I want to buy Theta back because of the fact that I've been selling those more lately. But I know the markets have those moves, big up and big down moves. It's still well below the 18 average band and everything. And when these things have ready to go, oh boy, I know that they're going to have a fantastic move. I like the volume in here coming in. I like how this is breaking in amongst the 18 average of highs over the last couple days. So this to me is starting to look Again, like just like in a fantastic setup, 4-hour term, nice little break higher from this 11 a.m. move straight up, pretty much elevator-ish kind of move up to this 3 stamp here. And nice little sideways consolidation meeting up with the 18, and I see how it's riding the highs and starting to really exit, it looks like. So this to me does look like we're in for line for a fantastic setup. Like the hourly is looking fantastic, as is the 15-minute term time frame. As we come up, have this rally break, but we support. Not really here, no, but here we break out, but notice we've been holding. This is in period 4 now, since this one. So 3 periods completed, holding above the 18 average of highs, pretty much completely amongst the time. Now we're in the 4th with 8 minutes and 56 seconds left, almost at the halfway point. So to me, this looks like a fantastic setup. Let's finish this off with a polka dot. And I'm actually going to do another one after polka dot. I'll also do Kyber Network too. These are 2 coins I don't own. So mostly all these times I show coins, I pretty much always own them. So this is basically my portfolio right here. That's it. I really don't own anything else than that. But with that being said, we have polka dot short term. This is like 15, so let's just go right to the 4-hour term. What a move. And you have this fantastic rally that came in here. Daily chart. It was, when you've seen this coming in, I mean, you're never going to, do you believe the breakout when it first happens? Obviously buying anywhere in here. Then you talk about buying at this high here. If you believe the rally, that means you got to let these things cool off if they have to. So if you buy here and stopped out, I don't know what else to say. But as far as stage 1, stage 1, band flatten out. Stage 2, establish resistance. Stage 3, come back to the band. Stage 4, the breakout happened around the 35,000 Satoshi mark. And now it's up 12,000 basis points, or about 30+% since that point. And that's just how it is. Close to the previous high, not quite. Definitely overextended. And at this stage here, do you buy here? Polka dot's like 4th or something now overall. A lot of people are saying huge things. And in viewing such against the dollar, 17 1/3. And it was 5 here. So it was sideways for quite some time around the 4 or 5 range, and broke this resistance and went a move. And that's what a lot of these cryptos are going to be doing one by one. And oftentimes, a lot of people just be chasing these coins, and in the early stages, you could be right. This thing could be on its move to 40, 80, 100, 200 or whatnot. But also at the same time, if you're looking for coins that have these moves, then looking for some coins that still haven't went up yet. I mean, I just showed Teslas, of course. That could be one of them. And there's many, many, many other ones, of course, out there that have been beaten down, just not to have this fantastic move that it has had. Now, what I don't like about this is how expensive it is to take off DOT from the exchange. I think it was like a half a DOT. That's just really expensive, but not as expensive as Kyber Network was. And against Bitcoin, it's priced in at 3,370 Satoshi. What I find interesting about this is barely in the top 100, this coin. So you could give it reason where we could have a lot of upswing that could be potential for that one fact alone. And this coin is like 3,300 Satoshi. That means it's over $1. Bittrex, it's like 18 of them on a withdrawal fee. It's like, oh my goodness, that's like way too expensive. But until we have hyperinflation, $10, $20, $30, $40 fees are just going to be way, way out of hand. Bitcoin transaction fees, 50,000 Satoshi from your hardware wallet, or even if you're paying 25, 30,000 Satoshi or 50,000 from an exchange, 20, 30, 40,000 from a hardware wallet is just way too much. But it is what it is. So I do see higher volume coming in here, which is very, very interesting. This thing started its higher volume up here and just hold it in like this. And then we have a breakout on January the 15th. Successfully, with only yesterday on Saturday, holding and staying within its move. And there's only an hour and 30 minutes left today. And so there's a touchdown in the football game and a good one for me. Kareem Hunt just scored with 11 minutes left. So anyway, that's that. So anyway, we have holding in there really, really nicely. And it's 5:29 p.m. as I'm doing this. I like on the hourly time frame, we're holding and supporting this for a little bit. I think there's just a lot of opportunity possibly within this as this is moving forward. Now within the single hour term time frame, it had a fantastic run from the 20-hour stamp up to here. It had some correctionary move in here, but then was able to break it above these highs. And then we've been this correctionary move, and it's been in there for quite some time. Managing to make it up to the resistance here, but definitely warning signs from key low to key high might be exhausting. And we might be talking about the next stage of the story here being retracement from high to low. Thus, we'll be looking at support down here, and then the higher low area will be like up down to like below 3 or over a 11% move from here. That's, of course, if that's where it's going to be. It's still in the sideways consolidation between 3,300 and 34 and 3/4 up to really 34.55 ish up to range. Low, that's the lowest end up to the previous high of 35 and 2/5. So therefore, if you're looking to, sometimes you're like, okay, long term, if you want to buy, maybe you can short it out here. Then when you see any momentum moving forward, maybe that's when you consider buying, just pay a bit more. Or if it goes down a bit, you get your cheaper price, whichever way you want to go. And then you just say, I don't care either way. The price move differential, high and low, for my type of move means nothing to me. And if that's the case, just take market price and buy. And then for the exchange fee, to be able to pay that much to get out, if you're paying high enough stakes, then what's the big deal? If I wish I would have back when Chainlink was so expensive, and it was nowhere near $20 back then, like $4 maybe. When I was like, no, I'm not going to buy Chainlink because it's just too expensive to pull off the network. And how do you do kind of deal? And then Tezos, that was cheap to pull off the network. Then when Tezos was so high, I'm like, well, it's a little expensive, but hey, I got a good holding, so what's the big deal? Is what I was thinking. And I'll be thinking that again in the future with any of these coins. If it's expensive to withdraw because they go up a gazillion amount in price, and gazillion is you pick that large number, 20, 40, 100x. Those are all reasonable numbers that these markets can have. I'll take a look at finally KNC against the fiat. Let's take a look at this one will be okay. So $1.95 and 80 cents. Not that. I guess it's not that much for time. I don't even know how long this has been around. I think it's been around for that long. A bit longer here. So I got a bit more data here. This works a lot more. Bit more is a lot more actually. Well, it's from key low, which is down to like 25 cents, but even realistically, consistent trading at like 42. Let me just take a look better at the daily. Yeah, 41, 42, up to 45, 46 was easy to buy. Makes it up to close to 2. It has established support in the range from 85 cents down to 70. And you can call this a double bottom, and then after that you can call this a cup and handle within the second bottom. And I'm just looking at this for the first time. Double bottom. Okay, let's just redo that. And the double bottom, 1, 2. Neckline is somewhere up here. And then the cup and handle within the second bottom. We have this and then like this, and those things can interesting when I draw those what other things they can represent, but it is what it is. As the market setup tells me here, we hit this level of resistance, okay, down move, retest it, very nice move to get there because that was a long range getting above this previous high, but a very big correction, big move sideways down a bit. However, it did hold previous low, which is what better than going lower. And if you're looking for the cheaper buy, it's much better than holding. And I've had that feeling many times where I'm like, I wish I would have went more, and I was ready to buy it. It didn't go down. And then you have Tested this level, make the higher low where we came from. I've seen that. I don't know why it does that, but then we have this little bit of support in here, breakout, and now nice hold period. Hour 25 minutes left in the day. Nice little hold as the Bitcoin. This to me just looks fantastic. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.